Hey guys, and welcome back to Cutting Mat Creations. Today we're going to be carrying on with the Mordor Uruk-hai. Now, sorry I haven't put up a video for these guys since the last one. I've been working on my FYP, which is my dissertation for uni. I've just handed it in today, so that gives me loads more time to do stuff like this. So, without further ado, today I'm going to show you how to create chainmail. Now, chainmail it's not too hard to make, but it can look terrible if you get it wrong. So today I'm going to be using a mix of green stuff and milliput, because it gives you that plasticity that the green stuff needs, as well as the movability of the milliput. If you're using Procreate, I think that'll be okay on its own. Perhaps add a little bit of brown stuff or a bit more milliput, but it's a two part milliput to 3 part green stuff. This I'm mixing up now. So that's sort of the consistency I've got. A nice all even colour. So if we look at the chainmail on these guys, and we want to be recreating some of that. Now let's take one which doesn't have much of a sleeve. So this guy. So let's have a look at where we are with this one. So today I'm going to be green stuffing 2 sleeves of chainmail. So you take your little bit of milliput, well, your mix. It's actually best to start with less, because you find that you won't need a lot. Now the thing with this is, because that's open there, that's going to have to become chainmail as well. That's why it's good not to think about layers. And working with sculpting, always be patient and build it up in layers. So I'll get this on roughly. So when doing this, you're gonna need to really have a hard sculpting tool. Whereas this can push it around into place, you're gonna really need something metal or harder to be able to push it around. So I think we've nearly got to a stage where I'm ready to start making it into chainmail. Now chainmail, you have to think of it really as basically cloth at heart, so that'll be able to start the sculpting process. So think of it like cloth, only thicker. So this is what we got at the moment. So how do we make this into chainmail? Now let's just get a piece. Show you on here first. So let's just flatten that out. So the thing with chainmail, it isn't just dots. It isn't just dots. So you can't sculpt chainmail. I used to sculpt chainmail by just poking dots and something. I had this little brush tool which I just poke, but it's not that at all. Chainmail is more lines, and lines. Ooh, hang on a sec. Let's make sure it stays focusing. Okay. So that's what you have to do with chainmail. Make these little links. So you do it that way, then actually always start away from you. What you're doing here is creating each row of links. Now this is a very time consuming process, but you get a very realistic sort of chainmail style. So if I do this on this, you've got to think about the links, they all follow that way. And what you can do is you can leave a gap. So guys, this is what I've come up with. It's a time consuming process, but it gives a really nice effect. So, and I've still got a bit of touching up to do on this, but as far as it goes, it's not a process of poking. It's a process of poke and then push. So guys, here I'm going to add the rest of it like a chainmail kind of section. Now if you look at where this is, this section here kind of ties into these long flaps. So it'll be this section there which I need to be making into chainmail. So what you do is just remove any little edges so the transition will be a lot smoother. Okay, another little thing, as you can see here, because of how his arm's lifting up, you get like a drapage of the extra hanging material. So sometimes it might be good to leave that to harden for a bit before sculpting, or you can sculpt on top of it and then move it into place after. So guys, this is what I've come up with. It's not finished yet, it still needs a few little tweaks, but I can do them when they've cured a bit more. What you need is to have a look at an original model, and you can see that the edges will need touching up, because that's the key to chainmail. The edges have to be rather sharp and precise, but it's best doing that when it's started to cure a bit more. But I'm pleased with this sort of section. And on the hole, where is it? Don't want to drop it. I think that's getting there. The sleeve certainly. I'm going to be sculpting a bit over the top of that loincloth thing. But as far as it goes, I think that's done. So, thanks for watching, guys. This has been how to sculpt chainmail and in my series of making Mordor Uruk-hai. So next time we'll be sculpting fur. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you soon. Take care, guys, and happy hobbying.